All right, so moving on to the final segment, we're going to switch gears here from the NFL and switch our attention to baseball inside the MLB world. And I'll be sharing my MLB contenders or pretenders, my teams that I do believe deserve to have a say if they're pretenders or pretenders in the American League and the National League, and with us being in the midst of the second half of the MLB season. So starting off with the American League, I'll be talking about the Boston Red Sox. The Boston Red Sox, I do believe, are pretenders. Only because the American League East is no doubt the best team in baseball as I record this video. All 5 respective teams are over 500 in the American League East. It is a stacked division from top to bottom. But if the Red Sox were not in the American League East, I would say that they could potentially be contenders. But I'm going to say they're pretenders. And as I record this video, they are currently 53-47. But they do have a good, for the first time since 2018, they do have a true bright future on their hands in Boston because they do have a good core players for their future. They have Jaron Duran, center fielder. They have Makesta Yoshida, left fielder. And they also have Rafael Devers, third baseman. So I think building around these young players that they had in their farm system, they are looking like they're going to have a bright future, contending with a lot of top talented teams in the American League East. I'm going to say the Red Sox are pretenders right now, but I do believe they will have a bright future. The Los Angeles Angels, I'm going to say they're pretenders. As I record this video, they are currently 51-49. In the American League Central with Mike Trout out due to a wrist injury. We still don't know a timetable for when Mike Trout is going to return. It might be too little too late for when the Angels want Mike Trout back and their hopes of being a playoff team. And I do not see them being a threat in the American League, even if Mike Trout comes back. I just don't think that this team has enough star power with Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout. The Angels are pretenders on my list. And then the Houston Astros, the defending World Series champions, I am going to consider them as contenders. Now, you can never count this team out, despite the fact they are not having the greatest season that we expect all the time from the Houston Astros. You can never count them out in terms of championship contention because they have championship DNA in their blood at this point. It's in their system. And they've been a part of the last 4 World Series. They've won 2 out of 4 of those World Series, but the Astros are always a threat. They're always going to be around. They're always going to be a championship contending team. Very unfortunate this year as a Yankees fan. It bugs me out because the only thing that's stopping from the Yankees truly winning a World Series is their kryptonite, the Houston Astros. And a year that the Houston Astros don't look good, this would truly be the year that the Yankees don't look good either. I'll be damned. But this is bad for Yankees fans. But because we're looking bad and the Astros aren't looking so good, this could have been our chance. But everything happens for a reason. Nonetheless, Astros are contenders. Then the Baltimore Orioles, I am going to say they are contenders. They are one of the hottest teams in baseball, one of the best teams in baseball. Currently 61-38 as I record this video, being first place in the American League East. Honestly, they could run away with the division the way they've been playing ever since the All-Star break. They just won the series against the Tampa Bay Rays this past weekend, winning that series 2-1. I'm looking at the second place team and the Tampa Bay Rays, who was on absolute fire in the first half of the MLB season. Definitely the best team in the American League in the first half of the MLB season. But they have cooled off a lot. And right now, as I record this video, the Rays are currently 4-13 in the month of July. The Blue Jays can't be trusted. The New York Yankees aren't looking so good. I just mentioned the Boston Red Sox. I don't have much faith in them. The Baltimore Orioles keep this up. They're going to run away with the American League East. They are definitely the real deal and a real threat in the American League for the second half of the season. They are contenders. Then we're going to move on to the National League, the Cincinnati Reds. I do believe that the Cincinnati Reds are contenders. I think they will win the National League, the NL Central this season. They are currently 55-46 as I record this video. We're second place in the NL Central, on the cusp of being first place. But Cincinnati Reds, a team that has been irrelevant for a very long time in baseball. This team has truly come to life over the last few months with the additions of their prospect, Ellie Cruz, who is breaking the internet with hitting, with his ability to hit the ball, steal bases. He's a phenomenon out there. Ellie Cruz is one of the best prospects in baseball. They have him to lean on. They have Matt McClain. They have Spencer Steers. And they have a good bullpen. The Cincinnati Reds could be a sleeper team in the National League. Don't sleep on them. I'm saying they're contenders. I'm interested to see what this young team does come October. Then I'm going to switch my attention to the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm going to say the Arizona Diamondbacks are contenders. This is a very similar team to in terms of the ball. This is a very similar team to the Baltimore Orioles in terms of turning their franchise around. Baltimore Orioles have did a whole complete 360 turn, and so have the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Arizona Diamondbacks still have a chance to win the NL West. Currently 54-46, 4 games out of first place as I record this video from the first placers and the Los Angeles Dodgers. So, the Arizona Diamondbacks do have a good amount of players to compete this year in the playoffs. Ketel Marte, they have Evan Langora, they have Geraldo Perdomo, and Christian Walker. Arizona Diamondbacks could be a sleeper team heading into the postseason. I'm saying they are contenders, and they do still have a chance to win the NL West by the end of the season. And then, last team on my list, the Philadelphia Phillies. I'm going to say that they are pretenders. This team is over 500, but they're nowhere where they should be in terms of competing with the Braves in that division in the NL East. I thought they would be a better team this year, following a deep playoff run in the postseason and being a few games shy of winning the World Series, falling short to the Houston Astros. Trey Turner, who I do believe is one of the young, best talented shortstops in baseball. It still pains me that the Washington Nationals traded him a few years ago, but happy to see his success. But Trey Turner, nonetheless, was supposed to be a massive signing for the Philadelphia Phillies this past MLB offseason. Has not been an offensive threat, and I thought he would be a difference maker in that starting lineup for the Phillies. He hasn't lived up to the expectations yet this season. He only has 10 home runs, 34 RBIs, and a low OPS percentage in this, with us being beyond the halfway point of the MLB season. I'm really not sure if this team has the ability to go on a second half run. Offensively, they are doing well since the All-Star break, but are currently 5-5 since the All-Star break as I record this video. I just don't think that the Phillies have what it takes to be contenders this year. I'm going to say they're pretenders. But those are my MLB contenders and pretenders list for the American League and National League. And that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Cyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.